Do you know that in South Africa, if you have a South African lady that you are not married to, eventually she becomes pregnant. When she put to bed, that baby belongs to the girl and the family. The baby does not belong to you. The baby cannot take your name. The baby cannot take your surname. The baby has nothing to do with you. You can only have rights to this baby when you pay damages to the family of the girl and when you pay lobola. Paying lobola does not mean you want to get married to the lady. You are paying damages so that you can have access to the baby, like some mad culture of South Africa. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back again to the space. This is your girl Tina with a little bit of everything. Please pardon me. I have a cracky voice. I don't know what happened. In case you're seeing this face for the very first time, please do not make it your last. Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you always be the first to get notified. And to my OGs, my returning subscribers, thank you for always stopping by to come watch my videos. Now, I want to tell you something that you don't actually know. I'm not talking to the South Africans now. Please, my South Africans, correct me in the comment sections if I am wrong. Now, it is said that here in South Africa, if you're going out with a South African lady, you were not married to her, eventually she became pregnant. Even while she's pregnant, if you did not do anything, probably you don't want to get married to her. You are just courting, like relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, the normal relationship. You're not married to her. When she eventually put to bed, that baby does not belong to you. You, the man. The baby does not belong to you. The baby belongs to the lady and the family. The baby will take the lady's name, the lady's surname, like her name, the name she's answering. The baby will get the lady's name, not your name. Now, if you want to give the baby your name, probably you want to give the baby your surname, you want the baby to bear your name, like as the man, the way Nigerians normally do when their wife gave birth. Like they want the wife to give the baby the name. So automatically the man's name, the baby will bear the man's name. But here in South Africa is another thing entirely. As a man that you are going out with a South African lady, you are not married to her. And you don't even have interest in getting married to her. Probably you are just courting, you are just dating. And she became pregnant and she had the baby. That baby belongs to the girl and the family. Like, it's their child. It's their child. Unless you do some necessary things, some traditional rights, that will only give you access to the baby. Like, these are some of the things that are not common in where we're coming from. Like in Nigeria now, you can have a girl and the girl becomes pregnant. The girl eventually have the baby. The baby belongs to the man and the family. Like, they will take care of the baby. And like the baby will have the man's name. You don't even need any stress. You don't need any long process to claim the baby. The baby is yours. The baby automatically has your own name as the man. But here in South Africa is another thing entirely. When the lady eventually put to bed, the baby will not take your name. The baby will belongs to the family of the lady. You can only, probably you want to give the baby your surname, you need to pay damages. Now the damages you are paying the damages to the family of the girl for damaging their child. For damaging their child. Because even if the girl is not a virgin, like even if it's not a virgin, you are paying damages for putting their child in a family way when she's not married to you. You will pay damages. After paying damages, I heard you will pay lobola. The lobola you are paying is like bride price. That is what we call it. It's not like you are paying the lobola that you want to get married to the girl, especially if you don't have interest in getting married to the girl. In as much as you slept with the girl and the girl, you put her in a family way, you need to do some traditional rites, like some mad cultures of South Africa, like this is a culture shock, like a culture shock. Like where we come from, you have anything to do with any lady and she have a baby, the baby automatically becomes yours. You don't need to pay damages, you don't need to pay anything. The baby belongs to you. But you find out that here in South Africa, the lady and the baby, they bear the same name. They will not take your name. The baby will only take your name when you've paid damages and you have a complete document, because eventually you need to go to Home Affairs to change the baby's name, and you need to have a complete document that bears your name, and the lady is ready to give the baby your name. It's not like it's a long process. It's not like one day, you know, the lady will be willing to give the baby your name. If she's not willing, the baby will not take your name. You can only be telling them, oh, I have a baby, I have a baby. When the baby comes, they say, what is the baby's name? Now, you can be calling the baby the name you decide to call the baby. If you decide to call the baby Precious, Joy, this any name you decide to give the baby, you can give the baby. But the baby cannot take your surname. Your son, like your surname, your family name. The baby cannot take your family name. The baby can only take your family name after you've done the traditional rites, everything you are asked to do. You pay damages to the family, you pay damages to the lady, you've done everything for damaging the lady, and you are not ready to marry her. You need to pay for all these things. And after you finish paying, now the lady is convinced, like, oh, okay, it's fine. I can now give you the baby to... It's not like the lady is giving you the baby. You take the baby belongs to you. The lady will still have the baby with her. The baby will still be with the lady. The lady, you can only come and say hello to the baby. Probably you buy groceries for the baby. You buy things for the baby. Oh, I came to visit my baby. It's not like you will not take the baby. It's now the mother that will say, okay, I just want the baby to spend 1 week with you and come back to me. You cannot have full access to the baby. So if you are in South Africa or you are planning to come to South Africa, probably you've seen some South African ladies, you say, oh, they are very beautiful. I can't wait to come to South Africa and have a South African lady as my wife, as my girlfriend. Have this at the back of your mind. You can only have access to the baby that a South African have for you when you pay the damages, you pay the lobola, or probably you are married to this lady. If you are not married to this lady, you cannot have access to the baby. You can only have access to the baby when you are married to this lady, or when you pay the damages and when you pay the requirement, things that the family of the lady requires of you. If you did not pay it, you cannot have access to the baby. The baby cannot take your name. The baby cannot take your family name. You can only be telling them, oh, I have a baby with a South African lady. I have a baby with a South African lady. You cannot take the baby. The baby will not have your surname. If you are the first son of your family or the first child of your family, and eventually you have a baby with a South African lady, you did not do the requirements. That name, your family's name has gone. So before you can have anything to do with a South African lady, make sure you are doing it the right way. Make sure the things you are doing, they are right. If you want to get married to her, you pay the lobola, you pay everything that is required of you. But if you don't want to get married to her, probably you are cohabiting, eventually she becomes pregnant, you need to pay for damages, and you must pay it before the lady put to bed. You must pay these damages so that when she put to bed, you have the correct document. You can easily go to Home Affairs and change the baby's name to your name. But if you don't have the right document, there's nothing the lady now can do. In as much as you have paid the lobola, you've paid the damages, there's nothing the lady can do because the lady is not Home Affairs. You just need to have the right documents so that when the lady finally put to bed, you can go to Home Affairs and change the baby's name to your name. And the lady must be willing to change the baby's name to your name. These are some of the things that people are experiencing here in South Africa, especially those who have not paid the damages. Probably they put the lady in a family way and they've not paid damages. Like, they've not done anything. They've not gone to meet the lady's family. And they've not even said anything. Please correct me, my South Africans, if I am wrong. And they've not done anything. Like, you cannot have access to the baby. The baby cannot take your name. The baby cannot have your surname. You can only be saying, oh, I have a baby somewhere. I have a baby somewhere. And you can be calling the baby the name you wish to call the baby. Fine, the baby can answer the name you wish to call him or her, but the baby cannot take your surname. These are some of the cultures of South Africa that if you are not sensible, if you don't know, you eventually make a mistake. You have a baby with a South African lady, expecting the baby to have your name. But the family of the lady will say, no, you need to pay damages. You need to do 1 or 2 things before the lady can give the baby your name. If you've watched up to this very moment, if not subscribed, please do it to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. Bye for now.